Look up there, you got your green trees, 360. Yeah, that's your most popular rooftop bar, which would make it the most expensive rooftop bar that you can go to. To the right of that, you see like two people up in the sky up there. That's A for Athens. That's the new rooftop bar. It's the only one you get your food in. You're starting your main course type of food. There's a street to the left of that building that I'd highly advise all of you go down. Right, so to the left of A for Athens, and the coffee shop is Coffee Island next to it. Take the street in there. You're going into an area called City, P-S-Y-R-I or P-S-I-R-I, depending on your maps. Go in there and get 20 minutes. Spend 20 minutes getting lost. Right? Great. Go around that area. Right, that's where you find your local restaurants. There's one in there called Avli, A-V-L-I. You found that one? You'll have no idea it's a restaurant. It's in a terrible condition of a building. There's one tiny little door you go through into like an outdoor restaurant. The sign says closed every Tuesday. So that is how you know that restaurant. You will not regret eating there, right? 6, 7, 8 euro per main course. There's a place in the beer time. It's the best place to get a beer. 60 different craft beers and beers, Greek microbrewery beers, which are not mainstream here yet. 2 shops down from beer time is a place called Nancy's Sweet Home. They do nothing but desserts, right? Every single night, 9, 10 p.m. there's a massive queue going all the way along there. One portion is big enough for 2 people. Now, it might look like a, what did you think? A local area or a tourist area?
Local.
It is local. And how do you know how you tell if things are local or tourist?
The graffiti.
Okay, yeah, the graffiti, yeah. But also how late everything opens, right? Because dinner time here is
10 o'clock.
Right, so beer time opens at 4, there's a vegetarian place opens at 8. When things open late, you know it's a local area, okay? Now, there's another street. You see past 360, you got the yellow building, that's Monastiraki metro station. That's where you'll be taking the tram to the airport. But there's a street down here where the white shop is and the green canopies. Go down that street, your landmark is the Hardra Cafe. It's 20 euro for a burger, so I can't really recommend it. But 3 minutes down that street on your left will be the entrance and the exit to the ancient Agora. That's the one I highly recommend you do. That's where I bring the friends first. That square is Monastiraki Square. Aki means small, so it's small monastery, right? There's a street going all the way down there. That will bring you to Ammonia, Victoria. That's where you can go to see where the refugees used to be when I first came in, and you'll see the state of the place now. It's shut down, right? The whole thing is just empty. There's no businesses left. But 3 minutes down that street, on your right-hand side is the Central Market. Have any of you already met it in there? Highly recommend you do it, okay? Any of you thinking about becoming a vegetarian, it will make your mind up for you. It is extremely unhygienic, but very interesting to see how they use and how they live, okay? Across the road, so you'll have the red meat and the fish on the right. On the left, you'll have the vegetables. It's illegal for pesticides in Greece, okay? That's why all the vegetables taste so nice and why they all look so big. So just go have a look, it's interesting. Because all the supermarkets, they're all owned by German companies, not just Lidl and Aldi, every one of them. They are very expensive to shop in, all right? Now, so past 360 to your left, you're going to Party, you're going to Gazi, that's your Ermou Street. Right, you're back to Syntagma, back to Parliament. This is Hadrian's Library. That's what he built to teach people to read and write in the 120s, 130s in the 2nd century. Because apparently back then we were unable to read or to write, and we also didn't have paper. So somebody would come and give a lecture, somebody else would write the important pieces down on a piece of parchment. That parchment was then stored in the building at the far side over there, which is what gives its name to Hadrian's Library. Byzantines, 3 churches in here, place of worship. The Ottoman Empire, they use it as their jail, their prison, and King Otto, he uses it as his army barracks. Since then, it has not been in use. It's one of the more basic sites today. You can walk all the way along the railings, look in, you'll see everything on offer. If you do go in there, I'd be very surprised if you spent more than half an hour. However, at some point, this is going to become a major tourist attraction for the entire country, right? Not just for the city. That is because it's going to be the only site ever that will be rebuilt. And it's not UNESCO, nor the government. It's a rich man who died, left all his money, and said rebuild Hadrian's Library. And I hope it happens in my lifetime. Why I say my lifetime is, look down there. See the 2 different color columns? Mm-hmm. They've already started to do it. It took them 3 years to do that. Back in 3 decades, it might be finished.
Oh my.
All right, up we go.